of the people. Sahara cover my seas. Sahara.
Welcome back, viewers, to SaharaTV. This is the phone segment where we would like to hear from you, the viewers. And right now, my name is Olufaloy, and I'm joined by my critically acclaimed and renowned co-host, Adiola Fanyo.
Now
Keeping
be
it
you,
real.
right?
No, I won't be talking about myself. Adiola, welcome to another segment of the callback segment. How's everything?
It's been okay.
Yeah, fantastic. We just wanted to make one quick announcement that there's going to be a town hall meeting with Vice President candidate Yemi Osinbajo taking place in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And Adiola and I are actually going to be there as part of the panel moderating the town hall. What do you think of that?
I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm excited to.
So if you live in like Maryland, you know,
yes,
Washington area,
DC, or anywhere in the DMV area, Maryland, Virginia, even in New York, you know.
it's gonna hold out. What's the name of the church?
Jesus House.
Jesus House. They're
Yes.
the ones. They're the one organizing it. So
Right.
make sure that
So
you.
looking forward to a tough event. Please, we're inviting everybody. If you support Buhari, if you support Jonathan, please come out and come ready with your questions. Yeah.
All right. You want us to get to?
Yes. Today's. So I'll hand it over to you for today's question of the day.
We're gonna read
Go ahead.
some of your answers actually to the question of the day, which is what is your reaction to using the temporary voters card instead of the permanent voters card? First of all, what do you think about the fact that right now the federal government is pushing for voters to use temporary voters card?
I think it's utter nonsense, honestly. Why can't we have permanent voters cards, and there's security measures that were in place to make sure we have a fair election. Now, the reason behind not using the PVCs and not using the reader doesn't make sense to me. They're saying because it hasn't been tested?
Yeah, they're saying it's
They
not
had
been
years
tested,
to test this,
and
right?
that this is a major election. We don't want to mess it
No,
up.
but here's one thing though. The election was supposed to have been held 2 weeks ago. Why are you just coming up with this now? You know, so I'm totally against it. What are your thoughts?
Well, when they postponed the election, the excuse then was, oh, not everybody has their PVC.
And security
And
concerns.
now more than 80% of the people have their PVC. They
Right.
say, well, it's not been tested.
Exactly. So it looks like they just keep looking for reasons
They
not to hold
have
this
time
election.
to, if they want to test
Right.
this thing, they still have time to
They
test
have time,
it. So,
yeah. Just you don't have to test all 80 million.
But I'm sure
Just-
after testing, they will come up with another excuse that,
Let's
oh,
hope not. But real quick, please, let me just give the people the number to call. Like we said, guys would like to hear from you. The number to call is 917-284-9811. I was about to give them the number we used for
and
Wednesday.
it should be on the screen as well.
Yes, we're going to put that on the screen right now.
All right,
Yes.
so I'm going to read the first comment by Jimo Tajuddin today,
Yeah.
and he says that we can go far with our wasteful ways as a nation. Why did we spend so much money on the card
80
readers
80 billion naira, correct?
if we are not using them? It's unfortunate that the ruling party is the one calling for the use of temporary voters card. Well, I know that as of now, we've spent more than 50 billion naira. The budget was 100 and maybe 140 something naira, I don't remember.
Billion naira, right?
But right now, we've spent more than 50 billion naira. We went all the way to China to make this thing. I mean, the population of Nigeria is like 170 million. So 80%, I mean, at least 80% of those people have, of the registered voters have their PVC now.
Right.
So we're talking about millions of
people,
cards,
right.
millions of
Yeah,
PVC
exactly.
made in China. Now they are saying they don't want to use it. Like, that's what this person is saying.
Yeah, so I
and
hope,
then,
go ahead.
the next person, Charles Egwenre, is saying no to PVC in order to foil underage voting in the north. And I'm hoping that the tech guys will please be putting the tweets online.
On the screen.
So this person is trying to say that there is a lot of underage voting going on in northern Nigeria, so they should stop using the PVC in order to prevent that. What do you think?
No, but these are things, measures that they should have prepared for. That was a concern they should have been prepared for long before.
My question is, what has PVC to do with underage voting?
To be honest with you,
This is one of their excuses.
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even understand the question. I don't understand the concern.
If we use temporary voters card, that means people will not, there won't be underage voting.
Right, exactly. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm saying the same concerns that they have with regards to permanent to the PVCs is the same concern they should have with the temporary voting card. So let's just scrap that idea.
The temporary voters card, by the way, if people are not familiar with it,
yeah,
it can easily facilitate election rigging. The temporary voters card
It's just, right.
guarantees
Definitely.
election rigging to the core. Okay.
Yep.
The permanent voters card, which the Nigerian government is saying they don't want to use right now. First of all, whoever comes to vote, the card reader, which is the electronic card reader that they will use to count the PVC, would make sure that the fingerprint is the same on the card as that of the person that brought the card.
Right. And
so you can use somebody else's card.
Right, and it also ensures that the card cannot be used twice.
It can only be read once.
Once,
Yeah.
right. You can't use it in this location and then go to another location and use it. But,
let's take this call.
yes, I think we have Wally from London. How you doing, mate? Thank you for calling Sahara TV.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you for calling. What do you have to say?
All right. Well, you know, it's the same thing we've been talking about. It's from one thing to the other, you know.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna get to the bottom of the whole thing. The way these Jonathan and his cohort, the way they are going, we're not gonna get to the bottom of it. Anyway, regarding the voters card, I was listening to Amodu Ali earlier on your program, and it's the same thing, you know. It's the same rhetoric, you know. People are just going from one pillar to pole. They ain't got no clue about what they wanted to do for Nigerians. Again, voters card now, did they just wake up that we can always, we can use the temporary voters card, you know, rather than the permanent voters card? You know what? Let's pray this election holds on the 28th of March. And
it's
see what
definitely got
happens.
to hold.
I'm just fed up. Even though I live in London, you know, again, I've got people back home. I'm concerned about them. I'm concerned about the future of the country. But what can we do? You know, I'm just tired, really. I'm tired.
Thank
Wally,
you
thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Yes.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, I mean, even though those of us in the diaspora, I mean, we're still concerned about what's going on.
And that's another thing.
Right.
Why can't we vote? 4 years ago, they said we will be able to vote by 2015.
Yeah,
Let's not even get there.
That's another thing. But again, so like you said, I think, you know, some people are pushing for the temporary cards because it's more susceptible
to election rigging.
To election rigging, exactly. So I'm totally against it. I hope nobody falls for this.
My opinion is, what's the motive behind us using this temporary voters card?
Exactly. It's another
when
gimmick.
Everybody knows it would facilitate election rigging.
Exactly. It's just another gimmick. Go ahead.
Moji Victor says that if the government claims to be fighting corruption using technology, and they've been saying that, why not accept this PVC? If they've been saying they are fighting with technology, we are no more in analog, we are in digital. Why can't we do digital with the PVC?
And you know what's funny? Countries not even as advanced as Nigeria use PVCs.
Ghana, all those small countries. I think we have another caller.
Yep.
Hi, Abel from Maryland. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to have the address for where the vice president will be speaking in Baltimore.
Oh, yes. Please, if you go to our website, SaharaReporters.com, or if you go to our Facebook page on Sahara Reporters Facebook page on Facebook, the address should be there. But it's going to be taking place in
on the 15th.
On the 15th of March, Jesus House. Yes, it's taking place. Jesus House in Baltimore and Jesus House in Washington D.C. There are going to be two events. One is from 2 to 4, and the other is from 5 to 7. Or you could just there's also an Eventbrite link. You can add Adila or myself, Humble Prince, on Facebook, and the information will be right there.
Okay. I'm going to have questions for Adila.
Yes.
And we've been, a lot of us have been seeing her on TV. Would like to ask her some questions to present what our dreams are and how we want to see our people, portray the Nigerian culture.
Yeah. So you're in Maryland, man. You have no excuse not to attend. So come out and come ready and come prepared. Fantastic.
Right.
And spread the word. Tell your friends to come out. Adila and I will be on the panel moderating and hosting as well.
All right.
No,
fantastic.
I'm gonna read this quickly. This is from Chukwuemeka Cyrus. By the way, people who are supporting, a lot of people that are supporting the use of temporary voters card, they know that it will facilitate election rigging.
Yes.
They know what they are doing, because I want you to see this comment, and I'm hoping they will please put this up.
Okay,
Chukwuemeka Cyrus says, APC Buhari is listening very attentively. Election is not one based on noise making and causing nuisance to the societal peace. An adage in Igbo says, winning an election is a game, outsmarting your opponent with any means possible to be the victor at the end of the day. So he knows, they know what they're doing. So he knows that this means election will be rigged by PDP. I'm not afraid of saying that, because we all know they will rig this election. Right. So he's trying to say that it shouldn't really matter, because according to this Igbo adage, winning an election is a game. Outsmarting your opponent with any means possible, even if it means getting rid of the PVC and using the
we shouldn't cheat, man. We want a fair election. If you guys are going to win fair, right? Let's not play no dirty games or use any gimmicks.
Wow.
Yeah, we have another. Yeah, we have. Yes, we have another caller from DC.
Hello.
Yeah, James.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes, thanks for calling SaharaTV. Please go ahead. You're live on the air.
How are you?
We're great. Thank you. How you doing?
Okay.
Fantastic.
So on the issue of using the PVC,
yes,
I don't want us to politicize this issue, but what happened now is both the PDP and the APC should actually accept the use of the PVC and the verification equipment as a gift which INEC has given. Because when you look at the entire political construct of the country, the PDP should even be more worried that the Buhari, who is gaining momentum more from the north, if they decide to rig election from there, like everybody is buying the PVC, that means Buhari will win almost all the votes from the north.
Thank you so
much.
But
for the fact that they are verifying every electorate before they vote, it is an added advantage even to the Jonathan's campaign. So I don't see the reason why any good, sensible, right-thinking Nigerian would say it would disenfranchise anybody. This is not a voting material. It's a verification material.
All right.
Once you are verified, you will be able to vote. And when you vote, you can beat your chest and say, finally, I have voted. And I think
thank you so much, James. I'm sorry I have to cut you off. We're trying to get more, but I completely appreciate his point. If they're trying to rig election, that means that they have more people supporting Buhari, and if they're trying to rig it, that means more people would rig the election. That's what I think. That's what he's trying to say.
Right. So was he for or against temporary cards?
No, he's for PVC.
See, correct.
But what he should know, James, what you should know is the APC wants to use PVC. It is PDP that is advocating for temporary voters card.
Right.
And I watched a news by Channels TV this week. They said now 14 other political parties have joined PDP to advocate for the temporary voters card.
Yeah, that's,
suddenly 14 small parties joined them.
Right.
Something must have been going on the ground. We want to take another caller. We're trying to make sure we take as many as possible. So Larry, welcome. Please, you have just a minute. Langway. Please go ahead.
Hi, Diola.
Hi.
Hi, Prince.
How you guys doing, man? Thank you for calling.
I'm good. Yeah, this today, the PVC is being tested on in 2 states each from the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria.
Fantastic.
And based on the report, based on the news, that it was tested in Anambra State and everything was like going smoothly then in Anambra State today.
Okay,
Thank you.
It was tested on today.
And it went well? And it went well, right?
Yes, it went well in Anambra,
okay.
But in Portland, they said one PVC was cloned, or like that was the only one that wasn't go well in Port Harcourt today.
All right. Thank you so much, Kola.
Yeah, Langry, thank you so much for calling.
I'm sure they will still come up with other excuses.
No, but
about,
if the test was successful, that should just, scrap.
Really? You think they will give up right there?
They have to.
Okay, this is from Tony Osazwa. And he says, how long will Nigerians stop thinking backwardly when other African countries like Ghana, Senegal, and Mali are already using digital data enabling device? So we're not the only ones trying to use this thing. He says, when Nigerians want to cheat, that's when they will be arguing and asking for alternative. Yeah. Now, the whole world is changing digitally, so our electoral system must follow suit gradually.
Yeah, this is just trying to create chaos and confusion. It's as clear as day. We're going to use the PVC. Stop trying to introduce, crap, for lack of a better word, to kind of derail and scuttle the election. You guys are even making it too obvious now.
Yeah. Oh, of course, everybody knows that already.
Exactly.
Precious Agba Ogbona says, I don't support the use of PVC because it was not evenly distributed in Abia State. What do you think about that? People saying they don't want PVC because it's not evenly distributed.
But from what I understand, not everybody is eventually probably going to get one, but the majority of the people
At least 80% have theirs
have it,
now.
and that's enough to conduct an election.
And if you don't have it, go get it. Today is
oh my God, how simple is
it.
that?
We still have weeks to the election.
Yes.
Go get it. I know people that went 3-4 times before they got it, but they kept going until they got it.
Right.
Go get it.
So, but how are they going to get, so if you can't get your PVC and you're saying it's not evenly distributed in Abia State, what's to say that the temporary cards are going to be?
Oh, no, you have the temporary one when you registered.
Oh, right.
We have a new caller. Please go ahead. Toyoshe, you only have 1 minute.
Yes, and please turn down your computer or however you're watching us. Yes, thank you for calling SaharaTV.
Thank you very much. I just want to give some view on the PVC issue.
Please.
I just want to say it's very strange. It's very strange that it's PDP that is actually leading the other political parties to say that they don't want PVC. The first thing, I'll just raise some points. Number one, if you look at the distribution of PVC in Nigeria, APC state is kind of at a disadvantage. And if you still look at it, APC still wants the PVC. Why? Because the only way we can guarantee a free and fair, at least to an extent, in Nigeria is through the PVC. That's number one. Number two, they're calling for the TVC. Don't forget that before you can get your PVC, you have to submit your TVC for you to get your PVC. So are they going to start calling people back to collect their TVC now? That's another thing. And number three, I think PVC has been tested in Nigeria today in some states. And I think the news has been very good.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Right.
Wow, he's making sense, but they will keep coming up with other excuses. So
right. Yes.
I read in the paper one time that a lot of voters registered in southern part of Nigeria, close to where Mr. President is from, that they refused to go and collect their PVC. I don't know why. And Atahiru Jega was calling for them to come and collect their PVC. But since then, they've been pushing that Jega should be fired and that the PVC is not distributed. And Jega is saying, come and collect the PVC.
Yes, come and collect it is right there. But, you know, there was another news that I read earlier, sometime this week, saying that the APC, some youth organization was going to bombard Asarok if the election is postponed again.
I hope they don't cause any violence.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Around.
No, but the
people are frustrated though.
Yes, they should. So I'm just saying that. I'm just bringing that up to say that we don't want another reason to move the election again. We can. This is it. It's in concrete.
Exactly.
This is it. It's solid state. It's confirmed. Yeah.
Right.
I know you have some more
So
tweets.
I'm gonna read the 10th tweet actually. If you can please put up number 10. That is by Steve Chudi. And he says APC states like Lagos, Osun, Rivers, and Imo don't believe that PDP can win them in a state level, but they are dreaming of winning PDP in federal level. Malaria parasite. Okay.
Yeah.
He's basically saying no matter what, APC will not win.
Exactly.
I'm not saying APC would win, but to be honest with you, that was the same thing people were saying when Obama was contesting the first time.
Right.
Remember? We have a new caller, Daniel from London. Hi, you have 1 minute.
Hi there. Regarding the use of PVC, that's what happens when you have 5 years to perform and do nothing. Tell me any country in recent times that has conducted a free and fair credible election without the use of any technology such as the PVC.
Right.
None. Yeah, so I think the PVC should be used, despite the agitations of the people in power. It's an agitation to get a chance to rig the election again.
Yeah.
You understand? So my point is that the PVC should be used. People in Nigeria should stand their point this time around in order to make sure that we come up with a free and fair credible election. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
He's absolutely right.
He's absolutely right.
It's a shame that Ghana, Mali that we just sent our troops to Mali like a few months ago, remember? Mali is using PVC, an electronic card reader.
Right. So there's no excuse to use not to use the PVC. We need a free and fair election that's devoid of any assumptions of...
I mean, they will still rig the election, but with the temporary voters card, it just gives them, huge liberty.
But that's why another thing I don't really understand. For the people that are fighting for this, they're advocating for the temporary
voters
cards.
card.
I mean, what basis do you have? Like,
I
what
just read
reason-
some of.
No, but it's not. Those are not solid reasons. Those are not concrete
Well,
reasons.
they know what
Honestly.
they're doing, so they
Right.
can really explain it off. That's
Exactly,
why.
because they are not better than the PVC. No
Yeah.
matter what you say. This.
I think we have another caller. Charles, hi, you have 1 minute.
Okay. Hi, Olu and Diola, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
go
hear you
ahead.
loud and clear. Thank you for calling Sahara TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you are talking about the PVC.
Yes.
The first point I want to make is that, all over the world, there's nowhere you have every, adult, that registered to vote in an election. That's number one. Number two, even though those that are registered, to vote for an election, not every one of them votes, during an election period.
Okay.
So the question of PDP, coming up with the PVC not evenly distributed, or a lot of people haven't got their PVC, to be the reason for suggesting that the temporary voters card should be used, I think is just kind of a joke.
Thank you.
If they are not ready for election, they should actually say that they are not ready for election. Today I was reading also that a political party called Youth Development Party,
Right.
are now asking INEC, for an extension to enable them field their candidates. I think this is all a joke, and I think Nigeria is more than this joke.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much for calling. No. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we have time for that anymore, like
Yeah.
finding a candidate at this point.
No.
Please, let's go to comment number 13 by Aisha Uma. I want to read those picture comments.
Yeah.
The first one by Aisha Uma says, with the use of PVC, there will be no rigging of election for these children again. And by children, they put the picture of President Jonathan and the VP Sambo. How disrespectful. Aisha Uma, very, very disrespectful.
That is hilarious.
The one after that is by Ajuluchuku Ngonadi. I'm so sorry if I didn't say your name correctly. And he says, jump, I need to win this race. And the horse says, bros. Doctor says I should take it easy. Now, if you look at the picture, the person on the horse looks like Bola Tinubu,
yes,
right?
right.
And the horse looks like Buhari.
Yep.
What do you think he's trying to say? Please put it up.
Put it up. Let me see that again.
Put it up.
Right.
What do you think he's trying to say?
That they don't want that.
Okay, so there's been a lot of notion that
the VP, they want the VP to resign or something. So
well, there a lot of people are saying that Bola Tinubu is just using Buhari and Osinbajo, that he's the one that wants to be president
right?
eventually.
So exactly. So
that's why people are circulating things like this.
Exactly. So if Buhari becomes president,
that he's just riding on Buhari to actually become
exactly.
the president.
And Osinbajo becomes vice president, he resigns.
They will kick him out.
Exactly.
Let's take the next caller. Ifo, hi, welcome. You have 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Okwemi from Webster, Texas. And I just wanted to kind of contribute to the views about the use of the PVC.
Okay.
I feel the PDP government and also the APC government were all the set of people that were the National Assembly that actually budgeted for the money that they gave to INEC to actually do the PVC. Then why now, at the last minute, the PDP, even though that they have like a hidden agenda, like an agenda to probably rig the election, why now that they're now clamoring for the use of temporary cash? I mean,
thank you so much, my brother. But
budgeting the money for
the, based on what you're
PVC.
saying, though, I don't think that their agenda is hidden anymore. You said
no.
If not that they have hidden, I don't think the agenda is hidden
it's
anymore.
Clear as day.
So,
right.
Yeah.
It's like they keep finding ways just to, it's like they keep finding ways just to, impede this election for whatever reason. You have 4 years to do this.
Yeah.
So what if the election had held
First of all, they
February 14th?
postponed the election.
Exactly.
That in itself is ridiculous.
Terrible.
The Giants of Africa postponed its election that had been fixed 4 years.
Exactly, and the implications behind that too. There was a lot of economical implications
Do
behind that too.
you know what's going on right now in Nigeria? Gas price is up, like 120 naira.
Right.
It was 87. It was 97 naira before gas price dropped all over the world, and then they removed 10 naira. To make it 87, while everybody else is enjoying gas price.
Exactly.
Now it's 120.
Unbelievable.
I think we have another caller. Yeah. Michael, you have 1 minute, please. Please keep it short.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live, Michael. Thank you for calling Sahara TV.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hello, Diola and Co.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is this: one of the achievements of Jonathan that has been hammered to us is that he has allowed a free and fair election to bring him about in 2011. So I'm surprised why now he is afraid to see a system that is even going to make it a better free and fair election.
Right.
It's all confusing. So there's something really wrong here, and I'm really surprised that the PDP is coming up with this idea of not wanting a card reader now. I think it's supposed to enhance the quality of our
Thank you so much.
of our election. Thank you.
Thank you so much. But do you think the election of 2011 was completely free and fair?
In hindsight, 2020 vision, I honestly don't think so. What do you think?
I don't think it was completely free and fair.
Right.
A lot of people voted for Jonathan. I'm not saying Buhari would have won, but they still rigged that election. Because like 2 months ago, the report came out with all the evidence of how they rigged that election and reduced Buhari's vote by 40%.
Wow.
They reduced his vote by 40%. He went to INEC when that came out.
Right,
INEC said they would look into it, and the next day they announced that Jonathan is the winner.
Exactly.
So they never looked into it. And then that was when the violence began.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So we have the last caller.
Yay.
Siddiqui. Hi, welcome to SaharaTV. Hello. Hi, you have 1 minute.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, Deola.
Good
I'm
evening.
Sadiq from Nigeria.
Hi.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We can
go
hear
ahead.
you loud and clear.
Yeah. I think the whole thing is unfortunate. It's all born down to leadership, the postponement thing and everything. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. You see, in the first. Hello.
Yes, Sadiq, we can hear you. Sadiq.
Hello. I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, I think we lost him.
All right.
Yeah, we can't really
let me
hear
read
him.
the last comment, the last picture comment by Charles Aguirre. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name correctly.
Yeah.
And please put up the picture. So he said that no PVC to foil underage votes in the North. And he put up this picture of some people lined up and a young boy holding an ID. First of all, I don't know whose ID he's holding. We don't know if he's holding an ID that has his name and picture on it. And is that a voter's card? We don't know.
Exactly.
And the picture at the top could have been taken from anywhere. Doesn't necessarily mean this was taken from northern Nigeria. And even if it was taken from northern Nigeria, how does that tell us that this is underage voting? How do we know that they were voting and that it's...
Exactly.
Anyway,
No, I think that picture is bogus.
Let's even assume that this picture is right, that the boy has a voter's card and all these people here are underage, online trying to vote. How does using the temporary voter's card guarantee that they would not be able to vote if they don't use the permanent voter's card?
Exactly.
How does that make sense?
To be honest with you, I'm still trying to comprehend the whole thing and wrap my mind around it. I just don't, it makes no sense. Let's just use the PVCs and that's it.
That's all the comments that I'm reading today. And,
you
know, I think we'll see what happens eventually if they would really get rid of this PVC thing. I would be so disappointed. The whole world would be so shocked if they should do that. But right now, it looks like they are bent on getting rid of the PVC.
No, I think it'll be an embarrassment if they don't use the PVC.
What if we vote with a temporary voter's card? Do you think that Jonathan would win? Because I know that's what he's trying to do.
Probably, because I don't think the elections would be fair at that point.
If election is rigged.
Right. Yes, so I don't think at that point. So, guys, there you have it. We'd like to thank you for calling.
Oh, don't forget to join us in Maryland and
Oh,
DC.
yes. I just had that on my phone, and I was just going to read that out. March 15th, Sunday, March 15th, is a town hall meeting. Everybody's invited, whether you're PDP or you're APC. Please come out. Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who is Nigeria's vice presidential candidate, All Progressive Congress, APC. Will be coming, so we're going to be having a town hall meeting Please come out. The first one is going to be in Baltimore, which is at 7710 Windsor Mill Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21244. And that's going to be from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And the second event is in Silver Spring, which is 919-921 Philadelphia Avenue, Silver Springs, Maryland, 2910 is the zip code, and that's from 5 to 10 p.m. Please go to our Sahara
5 to 10?
Excuse me.
5 to 7.
5 to 7,
Okay.
not 5 to 10, that's long, sorry. 5 to 7 p.m. And please go to our Sahara Facebook page and you'll find out more information, or you can add our Diola, find you, or Humble Prince on Facebook, and you'll get more information. Thank you very much. Continue to watch SaharaTV. Thank you. Good stuff.
This is Adam Clayton Powell IV, and you're watching SaharaTV. Everything